Ken Schuster. Welcome to episode 6 of Henry Farny. Today's image is a gouache and watercolor that Farny painted in 1906. It's titled The Old Buffalo Trail. And it's a marvelous depiction. It's iconic for Farny. He uses this same type of composition that Indians coming down a mountainous trail over and over again in his work. This backdrop is probably gathered from a trip he made out west. It was actually his second trip to the west. In 1883, he accompanied Henry Farny, who was then president of the Northern Pacific Railroad, to the driving of the spike that would join the railroad. And the spike was actually driven September 8th, 1883, about 59 miles outside of Missoula, Montana. But it was a really elaborate trip. There were 350 people who were invited to take part in the ceremony. And of course, Farny was amongst them because he was, after all, a very well-respected artist, and he was on the trip because of his connection to Harper's Magazine. At first glance, it appears that this could be a scene Farny actually witnessed at that time in 1883. However, if you're a student of history, you know by then the buffalo herds were vastly diminished. The Indian tribes were already placed on reservations. And so this sort of scene is more reminiscent of how they would have traveled pre-Buffalo Day, say 1850s into the 1870s. And you notice there's a buffalo skull up on the top. I think that is Farny's little reminder that those days are over, and this is a figment of his imagination rather than reality that he was really seeing at that point. And again, this is painted 7 years after he makes the inaugural trip.